So the thing is like, it gets hot in here because the AC is a little broken. So I roll down the window and I use the little smoker's window right here. And I put a bungee cord between them so it keeps it open. See, she moves. I was still in school, I was still in college. You know, I'd been going through kind of a rough spot, you know, a lot of things didn't feel like they were fitting. I just felt called to be open. All of a sudden, they were telling me about how they'd just done a long distance road trip across the US. I was like, oh, that sounds cool. I'd love to do that at some point. Naturally, I was like, well, wouldn't it be also kind of cool if I just had a van? But the market for buying a van big enough that you can live in is insane. I came home and I was like, well, I'm not going back to Lee. I'm gonna focus on making this work, but it's gonna take me a long time to make enough money to even buy a van. It's gonna need a ton of work. And I started to get really discouraged. I was like, maybe it's not gonna happen. You know, it can just be a little pipe dream. And then a buddy of mine, he goes, hey, Levi, my friend is selling a van for $2,000. It just all felt like it could work. Yeah, I listen to a lot of Guy Clark, and he has this song called The Cape. The song starts off and it's like he's 8 years old with a flour sack cape tied around his neck. He climbed up on the garage and he's figuring what the heck. It starts off with this literal child thinking, I can fly. I have a cape. He jumps off the rooftop, right? And he hits the ground. The rest of the song is like the cape being a metaphor with how he lives his life. So he's still taking these metaphorical leaps off of the garage, right? And sometimes he flies, sometimes he doesn't. Doesn't look like much right now, but the plan for it is I'm gonna do a little lofted bed right here in the back. I'm gonna be running wire through the top up here, and I'm gonna be running it down to the sides on both sides. So when I do get a solar power rig for the top of it, I'll be able to have power throughout my van. And then I'm gonna have counter space going all the way along the side right there, about level with the bed, all right? Then there will be a mini fridge and a microwave on top of the counter space. And then right here at the end of the bed, I'm gonna have a small sink. So that's pretty much the van tour. It's gonna be simple. Got offered a job out in Montana. The best part about it is that like I'm just gearing up to go now. It's given me a lot of free time to just like chill. So I'll come out here and I'll sit for like a couple hours and just goof around, read a book. And I think it's just kind of like me starting to lean into the aspect of my life that isn't going to be regimented by a 9-to-5 job. And I don't wanna waste that time sitting around on my phone or watching TV or playing video games or something like that. I'm tired of it. It's nice. It's nice to just get out and sit out here and leave my phone up front and just goof off. Yeah, it's been good. I'm happy. I'm really happy. 'Cause I'm already standing on the ground.